Hey Aquarius, welcome. I'm B. Thanks for stopping in. If y'all are interested in a reading, getting a hold of me, anything like that, suggestions, questions, whatever, my info is in the box below, the description box. This is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or if you have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart, this could be your energy, someone else in your energy. If this story doesn't resonate with you, don't make it fit. It's just not your story. I don't want you to come away confused and then try to make it fit. That creates chaos. So just check out the other signs because you could show up in there. Parts of this might be for you, parts might not. You know, I'm probably not new to watching tarot videos, I'm guessing. So your energies, I don't know, I feel like I can't make up my mind. You know how when your tongue gets tied, I feel like my brain is tied, which is not unusual for an air sign, but it does. It feels like it feels like my brain's tied. I feel like I'm jumbled. It feels like a pretzel. Oh, there's a lot of overthinking. So we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna see what spirit wants you to know right now, and maybe how to move forward for your highest good. Okay. I might cuss, but you know, we keep it real. So I'm telling you, y'all, I feel so out of it in this energy. I don't understand. I don't know. I channeled for you though, self-reflection. Okay, 222 on the timer. I rolled for you, and I got the sun in Leo, which the sun card is a Leo card. So I was like, okay. I got the sun in Leo in the 6th house, and then it switched to Taurus. And I was like, okay. I don't know. There's something about how we show up for others. What or who do we put our value in? And is the way that you're showing up or not showing up for others any reflection of how maybe your father showed up for you? I don't know. That's what came through. And are your priorities in the right place? Or are you too focused on yourself, like in a selfish way, and your material wealth? And there's a need to spend some time alone in nature if possible to do some self-reflection. And I'm getting like this deep, that's why my mind feels like a pretzel. It's like there's this deep thinking of trying to figure out what to do. Okay, it's almost like there's a battle of like your pride and ego. And I just heard in what's right. There's a battle between your pride and ego and what's right. Like, there's two. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. There is too much focus. Yeah, South Node comfort zone. When I shuffled the tarot decks, strength card on one and the sun card on the other on the bottom. And I'm like, okay, those are both Leo cards. Anyway, no, there's some 444 on the timer. Good Lord. Y'all might be seeing synchronicities. I'm always gonna be honest with y'all. Okay. I don't sugarcoat shit. Because tarot is not just like to predict something. It's for guidance, right? To help us so we can heal and we can move forward and we can be on the path that we're supposed to be on and doing things for our highest best good. That's the whole fucking point. Some of y'all, for who this is resonating with, have not always made the best decisions when it came to doing what's right. There's there's this I just heard ego death. There's always been some type of a like a materialistic or egotistical type prideful energy. And there's some need to reflect on I don't know, decisions made, and like maybe why we're making those decisions. Is it because we, like with the father thing, is it because we were brought up a certain way and that's just kind of the way things are supposed to go? Like, yeah, there's a need. Okay, I just heard there's a need to change direction. Okay, some of y'all, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know, please? Some of y'all might be going through like an ego death soon, a spiritual awakening. Yeah, right here, old-fashioned, traditional, vintage. See, it's like old-fashioned beliefs. It's like stuck in old patterns, stuck in old ways. Yeah. There's like, okay, I'm seeing the Tower card and I'm hearing Ring of Fire. Like Johnny Cash. It's interesting. Fire. Leo. This one. Anyway. There's something about, oh yeah, man, there's something. Something is, yeah, look at this. Overthinking in one's head and restless. I'm telling y'all. Somebody's going to the past. Somebody's thinking a lot about the past. What else, Spirit? Somebody's thinking a lot about the past. I'm getting like, maybe young, I don't know, maybe even younger. Yeah, look, oh God, yeah, oh geez. There's, okay. It's career focused, right? Drama, clout hungry, that kind of thing. Lies, career focused, growing, building. This is giving to me, big house, right? Being a leader, looking good. This is giving me like image. This is giving me image. Very much so. Like it's all about the image. It's all about how I look, how I appear, what people think when they see me, what people think when they see, the car I drive or the clothes I wear, right? Like it's very much giving, like for instance, right? This is a polo shirt. It's like, I don't care if the t-shirt costs $100. And I don't know, right? You can get one for 12. It's, I wear polo. That's what I like. That's what I buy. That's it. It's like, okay. There's some need to, I'm getting this, like, it's not, okay. There's something about core beliefs because it feels like deep down, okay, it's not really like that. It feels like there's this outer image, right? What we want people to see. There's an outer image, almost kind of like a flexing, like I want to feel like I'm hot shit, or I want, everybody to think, yeah, look, I mean, there's, yeah, yes. Yeah, okay, you want to look, yeah, it's like you want to look, I just heard no responsibility. Okay, that's weird. There's something about wanting to enjoy the finer things in life, looking good, vacationing all the time, partying, not taking life seriously, there's something about not taking life seriously, not taking responsibility seriously, putting it on someone else. Okay, there's something. Something is not serendipity. Someone's drinking. Going on vacation, 11:33 on the timer. I don't know. This is giving me instability. And this is giving me like apartment or something, like something's not serendipity. Something's not good. Something's not a coincidence. Something's happening for a reason. Okay, I'm kind of getting the Tower with this. Something is not... Hold on. There's flowers. Past life, soul recognition, karmic relationship, discovery, unveiling. And this looks like Saturn. It's karmic. Okay. Aquarius, you might be in your head right now because some shit's going south for you. And yeah, this is like walking in nature. You gotta, I just heard touch grass. You 13 on the timer. You need to spend some alone time. I just heard alone. Literally, I did. Some of y'all are, something wasn't a serendipitous event. Something was not a coincidence. Something was not a coincidence. Somebody thought they were doing great. There's something about... Okay. Some of y'all, 14 on the timer. What the hell? There's... Y'all, I don't normally look at it that much, so you guys must have a lot of synchronistic events happening. I don't know if y'all are dating somebody or what's going on. I don't know if it's a marriage. I don't know if it's a friendship. I don't know if it's family. I don't know. Something happened. But I'm getting... There was a meeting up of someone. A meeting up or a date. And it was in the springtime. Okay? Not this spring. I'm not this spring. Yeah, this is looking like... There's a couple seasons here. Okay? It was not a coincidence. And I think that might be coming out. Unveiling. But it's a past life thing. I get it, karmic relationship. Soul recognition. You might have thought this person... Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages, so bear with me. You might have thought this person was too good to be true. There's an obsession, lots of moving fast. I don't know. I'm seeing like dinners and like going places. I don't know, boat rides. I'm getting boat rides. I don't know. Something was made to look like something it wasn't. There's hidden motives. Hidden motives. Hidden motives. Oh, clout chasing. Oh! A want to look like this. Right? Like a king and queen. For how to appear to someone. Right? And want things just fun and fancy free. Okay? Just parties, drinks, vacations, just having fun. Like no responsibility. But there's got to be an issue with that, because if there is a need to... If there's a need to reflect on whether you're spending too much time at work and thinking about yourself and not responsibilities and doing the things that you're supposed to do, there's got to be an issue with that. Yeah. There's another season. Okay. Oh, there's something. Okay. Wonder, awe, marvel. Second chance. Yeah, abandoning the past. And jealousy. And building. Yeah, the courage. I don't know. Struggling. You're struggling to connect to your higher self and find your heart. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, stay clear in your headspace. Oh God. You're afraid to speak your... Someone's being silent. Here's soulmates. You need to get a perspective on something. It's emotional manipulation. Somebody's trying to hold you back and keep you. Someone's trying to... What the hell? Yeah, man. See, you need to get away. You need... God. Yeah. Dude. You need to realize you are in a codependent relationship. And this twin flame thing or whatever, is driven by the other woman. Oh, and her trying to have abundance. Oh my God. And live with you happily ever after. Oh my God. Uncontrollable urges. I mean, what the... Okay. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but... Something's a past life. There's an unveiling. Yeah, okay. It's Saturn. It's karma. Something's karmic. I don't know, but it's not... It wasn't a coincidence. Getaway. Travel, getaway, vacation. Travel, getaway, vacation. What is that? Oh, get away from... Okay, travel. Get away from past mistakes and recurring situations. Something's coming up again. Something's happening again. Something's happening again. Okay, I'm hearing, why does it keep ending like this? Travel. Travel. Something. Walking out. Something's deja vu. Something's going on. A door's open. The one soulmate love of my life. I don't understand. I don't understand this. Soulmates. Who is the soulmate? Because we have karmic relationship. Going on a date. Foundation. A second chance. Okay. Yeah, there's a second chance for something. Light at the end of the tunnel I'm getting from this card. Here. Interesting. Right. These are the Yin Yang Oracle cards. In the present, gratitude, abundance, proactively, tranquility, and success. And dude, yeah, this is something about father. This is something about showing up and being responsible, y'all. That's like a dad with his kids. Present and attracting. Yeah, okay. Be present in the moment. Be present. There's a thing. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Be present. There's a need to be present. I'm hearing face your responsibilities. Face your responsibility. Like if you've abandoned what's the right thing to do. Thank you, Spirit. If you've abandoned what's the right thing to do, for self-pleasure. That sounds okay. Thank you. Like self-indulgence, right? Selfish behaviors, things that maybe fulfill our desires, things that make us happy, and not. I hate to say it. Y'all, it kind of sounds like, some of you guys need to get your priorities in line. You have to get your priorities in line. Somebody's got you not having your priorities in line, or they did, or it was just you, but there is a need to get your shit straight. Get your ass in line. I just heard, act like an adult. You have responsibilities. Someone is not doing something, I don't know, that they're supposed to be doing. To be honest, it's feeling a little like midlife crisis-y. like when you get that itch, like you're getting older and you just like, I don't know, you get like a wild hair in your ass and you want to be young again. It's giving me that vibe. Like, Yeah, it's like someone was like grasping at something and it wasn't, it was maybe that's what you need to be doing right now is a lot of figuring out why you've made the choices you've made in the past and what's driving them, because it feels like it could be like, I don't say ego driven, but no, it feels like it's like, like past traumas and shit that's happened when you were younger, or like patterns you've learned from your parents, like, different ways to be and what's important, that kind of thing. And it's like, that ain't it, boo. Whatever the fuck you've been doing and putting yourself first and abandoning your actual fucking responsibilities. Um, yeah, dude, with this, there's something. Kids on that card. So it's toxicity bound, addictions, patterns, energy vampire, trauma bond, and stuck in the present. In this present, you're you're stuck in something toxic. What did I tell you about the fucking karmic relationship? Autumn timing card. Okay. Starting over, soul growth, clearing, and new intentions. Okay. This is what I mean. Remember I said nature? Y'all got to go on a walk. Okay. So when I was channeling this, I was getting like a, that's funny too that Taurus came up on the dice, because I was getting like an earthy smell. It was like this fresh, early morning, like park or like dirt path smell. I was getting like that smell, like an early morning walk, kind of trying to clear your head or just think of things. So I don't know if some of y'all have been doing that. If not, there's a need to do it. There's a need to do that. And with the autumn timing card, I'm getting to changing, right? Things are changing. There's a need to do something. Let whatever no longer serves you, okay, or what's dead and needs to be removed, let it fall away. There's like a, yeah, you want to, okay, you're discovering, right? Travel. I'm getting go somewhere. All right, there's a need to go somewhere. This is like sitting with your emotions. I'm getting, you got to like go somewhere and let go of I just heard open the door. You need to revisit. You need to you need to revisit. You need to revisit past mistakes. Okay, because you let go. You let go the one soulmate, love of my life, deep love, connection, soulmates. This is literally the same person. I don't know. You guys are either letting them in or you're going back to them. It could be with the recurring situations. It could be a past mistake that you walked out on your soulmate. Yeah, man, Aquarius, y'all been getting this for a while now. You fumbled the wrong one. I've been getting this for a while for you guys. I don't know. Some of you guys had a chance at a soulmate and you passed it up because you were like stuck in a toxic environment, a trauma bond that you couldn't get out of. You had a shit ton of healing and it was like your soulmate showed up and you were not ready for them. You weren't healed enough. But some of y'all were with your soulmate and you left for something karmic. Okay. That's been heavy though. That's been heavy. Keys on a ring, one night stand, many options, decisions, unconventional, and string along. Oh my god, yeah. Are you fucking stringing somebody along? Keys on a ring. Something about a key. Yeah, that's an old-fashioned key too. A nightstand. Oh god. Inner child healing, wounding, coping mechanisms, learned behaviors, and self-discovery. Whatever you've been doing. Whatever you've been doing is either a learned behavior. I just heard repeat of Christmas past. There's something about a repeat 30-30 on the timer. There's a repeat. I just heard walking in our parents' footsteps. Something we're doing, something, I don't know. Whatever your behaviors are, they're learned. They're from childhood. Something might have happened to you, right? If someone abandoned you as a child, if you, I mean, maybe, yeah, like I'm getting like a step parent in a parent household, but it's like, or you just didn't have the greatest upbringing, so you didn't really learn how to like express emotions and process emotions. It's like you weren't heard. It wasn't cool to express your emotions. Like they were dismissed. They were dismissed. Yeah, like your emotions weren't valid. Your emotions weren't valid. So now you do things. Now, it's wounding, right? So now you've got, man. So now you do shitty things as an adult to cope. Which is the exact reason that, like, now I'm very big on, I don't want my fucking kids to go into adulthood and already be jacked up. And you got to fight, you don't usually realize until like your fucking mid 20s, like, hey, something's fucking wrong. Why are, relations being like this, like da da da. And you look back and it's because of your childhood. Because kids don't have the capability to process shit. So everybody thinks they're resilient. Kids are not fucking resilient. They cannot process or even understand the emotions and the things that happen to them. So if it seems like kids bounce back, it's because they're not fucking processing it. They don't understand what the fuck is going on. It's not there yet, right? So it just sits and festers. Okay, Aquarius, we're back. Power outage, briefly, literally. Shutdown, came back up. I did a quick check to see if it was like the whole neighborhood. No, it's not. It wasn't. It was just here. So that was something. So this happened just a couple nights ago. Also, and it was a reading. Oh my God. It was a reading that I did for the collective. Oh God, yeah. It was about divine intervention. Because the divine was trying to show something and somebody wasn't listening. So the divine had to step in. I think it was like collective reading, divine intervention, or the divine's intervening, or something like that. This isn't a coincidence. Whatever that reading was about, it pertains to this. It pertains to whatever you're going through. Because I looked it up. What happened, it can be like your spiritual power, your spiritual life, like you're not connected to the divine. Yeah. So whatever you're doing, when that happens, you are not making choices for your highest best good. Hence karmic relationships. Those are not relationships that are for our highest best good, right? That is being in our devil energy. So you are not connected to the divine when you do those things. But yeah, so it's interruption of energy. Okay, it's a temporary disconnect from a higher power or their guidance. It's a call for reflection. Okay, introspection, and really going deep within and figuring out what the hell we're doing and why and what do we believe in. To reconnect to spirit. Yeah, the toxic bond. Um, Ooh, appreciation and gratitude. It's a reminder to appreciate the blessings in life and to be grateful for the comfort and convenience that electricity provides. Yeah, it's like being grateful for those types of things. And just the conveniences that we have. It's like something about the light in your life. When you're focused too much on material aspects, how you look, you're not focusing on the right things. It's also an opportunity for silence and calm, right? Silence, reflection, contemplation, alone time, all the things I was talking about. Yo. Um, oh my goodness. Whoo. There's a need to pray, connect with the higher power. Um, and it can also symbolize short-term challenges or trials in your life that will lead to growth and resilience. It can also reflect a temporary lack of divine guidance, or um, it can also be it can also symbolize something's going on, that is a catalyst for a spiritual awakening or a deeper connection with their faith. So if something is going on in your life right now, for the collective I'm talking to, if this resonates with you, it's temporary. You're in your head a lot. I'm telling y'all, it feels like a pretzel. I don't know how else to explain it. But there's a lot of overthinking. And I know, obviously, you're an air sign, right? So that's what you do. You think. But Aquariuses can be, I mean, high vibe Aquarius, right? Is more of a go with the flow, humanitarian kind of thing. Thinking outside the box, not, it's like going against the grain, doing things differently. It's not doing what everybody else does. It's being okay with not following their traditions. So it feels like for an Aquarius, this is not typical Aquarius behavior, I guess. Yeah, no, it's just like you're all up in your head, which can happen, but Aquarius doesn't usually stay there. It's like they typically they're very good at thinking outside of the box. Oh man, this is bro. Yeah, it is 8 a.m. right now. 8, 8. Um, that's the karmic number. Uh, but the man, the notification that I just got: feet on the ground, head to the sky, heart open, mind present. Shit, you not, y'all. I have goosebumps everywhere. Well, geese bumps. I have geese bumps everywhere. It's not just one bump. It's not just one goose bump. I have multiple. I have geese bumps. Um, like y'all. I'm pretty firm in my confidence in the divine, and spirit being present, and things not being a coincidence. I don't think anything's a fucking coincidence. Um, I just don't. And I've always, it's like I'm good with that. I'm But the past couple of weeks, there's been some shit that's gone down, that it's like it just kind of makes me sit back and go, how the hell can anybody question if there's a greater power? There absolutely is. There absolutely is. It's I feel a reset. A reset. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence that I did that reading. And that same night, my power did the same thing. Only mine. It doesn't do that. Okay? Now I'm doing yours. And it did it again. It's a reset. Something happened. Okay, so there was a shift in energy. Yeah, I'm hearing hit the reset button. Hit the reset button. Something came down. Your inner critic is only telling part of the story. Gather your counterpoints. Ignite the fire of the inner sun within. Y'all, restore your inner peace. Okay, sorry. This is, whoo, it is like, bottom of the deck. The Sun card. Empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed. It's a reset. This water rushing is significant. With the sun setting in the background. Something being all passion, no emotion is ending. What you're going through right now, the heart chakra opening. You're having a rush of emotions. You're having a rush of emotions. What else does Aquarius need to know? We got autumn and now we got spring. More flowers. Planting seed, plants, preparation, putting in the work. Spring. Something falling away. The rush of emotions. And then spring. And springtime's when new things come, right? Things bloom. New growth. Fresh growth. Everything's colorful and it's beautiful and it lights up your world, right? After a period of darkness. After the winter time. Planting seeds, plants. Preparation, putting in the work. Yo, I'm telling you. I cannot, yeah, separation and love. A longing. See. This is what came up. Kisses. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. What I tell you, emotions are rushing in. Something's breaking the dam. Something's opening your heart chakra. Whatever the fuck. The ending of the toxic bonds, the addictions, the trauma bond, feeling stuck, the fucking energy vampire shit, you know, right? The karmic relationship. Which they're passion. They're passion. That's it. They're not emotion. But they're so... you might... I'm getting like shame. Shame? I just heard yes. I'm getting like shame for decisions you made in the past and not realizing things. Spirit wants me to tell you don't feel shame. Yeah, don't feel shame. Have you met a perfect human? I haven't met a perfect human. If you've met a perfect human who's never made a mistake ever, clearly they're a fucking walking saint. And it's the first one since I don't know how long. So, I mean, yo, like, send me their name. I'd like to fucking meet them because it doesn't happen. We're not here to be perfect, right? We're here to grow and to learn and to pass those lessons on to other people and to help. Like you're the humanitarian consign. Like that's what Aquarius does. And with the I rolled the 6th house for y'all. That's service to others. It's like how we can be of help to others. And it's like you learn, right? How do you grow? Through fuck ups. That's how you grow. Or people trampling all over you. Either way, it's not happening to us. It's happening for us. Either way. So shitty things happen. But if you embrace it and you climb out of the rubble and heal, I fucking guarantee you, you learned a ton and you're stronger. And I bet whatever you learned from that lesson or whatever you went through, you're going to be able to help somebody else get out of it next time when someone else goes through it. You're going to know there's light at the end of the tunnel and you know what to do. I mean, don't be ashamed. Like I said, nobody's fucking perfect. We all we're just on different timelines, right? So it's like, some people, they learn all their lessons really early. Some people have lessons a fuck ton through their life. It just depends, right? Like, what did we sign up for to do this lifetime? What's our purpose? Some of us have to go through more tests because we have a really big purpose this lifetime. And we need that knowledge so we can fulfill our purpose. So, when you're younger, you might think like, what the fuck? Fucking cursed. No. You're just this lifetime that you're here. You're meant to do something really big. So you have to prepare for it. For me, my purpose, right? My North Node, the reason why I'm here is to help people awaken. To look at things differently, to be able to look at all sides, to help people stand in their own power and use their voice, to help people crawl out of the rubble. That's my purpose. Okay, so I'm going to encounter a lot of people that have gone through a lot of different things. And in order to help them the best, I got to go through a lot of shit. So I can do that effectively. And it did. But through all of it, I realized, looking back, I never gave up on love. I never sought revenge on anyone that trampled on me. I accepted lessons. I kept going. I never quit. I kept going. And I realized that, the shit wasn't happening to me. It's not like the divine abandoned me. Nothing was happening to me. It was happening for me. Because I had a really big job to do. So I had extra training that I had to go through. And I know some people might think that that's like, I've had some people be like, well, that's not, it's like trying to throw glitter on a turd and act like it was a present. No, it's not a toxic positivity. It's not we're going to not recognize that shitty stuff happened. And we're just going to walk around with a smile on our face all the time. Like everything's just hunky-dory. Absolutely not. No. You recognize it, right? And you use it as a source of strength. Every shitty decision we made, every shitty thing that someone's done to us, all of that, man, I mean, that can create a driving force. That can create, grit, gumption, fortitude, resilience. The people that go through a lot of things and they're still standing tall at the end of the day, and they're still pushing, and they're still spreading light to other people, they're still spreading love to other people, and they allow themselves to be vulnerable and say, yeah, this fucking sucks. But this is how I'm looking at it, and this is what I'm doing. It's honesty. It's being vulnerable. It's being authentically you. I want those fucking people on my team all fucking day. Because they don't stop. They don't fucking stop. I don't want the people who act like life's great, when the fucking dumpster in the house and everything else is on fire, and they're just sitting there acting like nothing's wrong. And they're like, I just don't like to stress about things. No, you avoid. We don't avoid. Hell no. I just look at it and go, holy shit, that's a lot. Okay, well, let's learn what we need to fucking learn, because I'm not carrying all this rubble with me. So let's learn what we need to learn and Keep it pushing and help other people. That, I'm telling y'all, your brain, I have been there. Your brain feels like a fucking pretzel. It's like like somebody don't even know how, like it's a first time pretzel maker and they're not sure how to do the twists. So they just fucking knot and shit up. That's what your brain feels like. And, yeah. But I'm feeling a lot of, I don't know. It's like, I'm feeling a lot of anger. I'm feeling a lot of frustration. I'm feeling, resilience. There's like a resilience to, that's not the word I want to use. Resistance. Thank you, Spirit. There is a resistance to learn the lessons. So some of you, or again, can be a cross watcher, someone in your energy, in your life, right? Okay. Someone's ignoring it. We've got an avoidant. And if you avoid shit long enough, it's going to creep up on you. If you don't deal with the little fires and you ignore, right? Everything's great. Pretty soon, what could have been little tiny speed bumps, right? What could have been little tiny speed bumps becomes so overwhelming that you feel like everything is collapsing all at once. And that's what causes, right, that that heart chakra opening. I don't know about you, but I've seen a dam. Okay? That's a lot of energy. That is you going to stop a dam from flowing? No, you're not. And I would kind of rather do like a lazy river that gets rough every once in a while, because then I just handle the waves and the little rough parts as they come and I deal with them, and then I keep on floating along, right? And hook up with people along the way. But if you don't do that, right? Say you stay tied up to your raft and you're not, nope, I'm not dealing with the rough shit. Nope, nope, I'll paddle the other way. Ignore it. Every time rough stuff comes, yep, not going that way. Take me back. What, right? It's like running away, not wanting to deal with anything, not wanting to deal with our responsibilities. Then what happens? Spirit goes, the fuck? Like, cutting your little fucking anchor, buddy, and you're gonna rush toward that fucking dam. Now you gotta deal with all of it. You know what the fuck that's like? I cannot imagine. That's like, I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but it's almost like there's a reason I don't watch like sappy movies, right? Because they're gonna fucking make me cry. The Notebook, never seen it. Why? Everybody's like, oh my God, did you watch The Notebook? Oh my God, I cried so hard. What the fuck do I want to watch it for then? Are you kidding me? I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna cry? Shit. I still cry at Titanic. You know how many times I've seen that fucking movie? I'm like, oh God. Rose, you say never let go, Jack. One more motherfucking time. I lose it. I cannot. Well, I'm yelling at her about the door, but let's not go there. Anyway, I am like, I don't want just that. Well, being an empath too, just all the, and I'm a psychic energy reader. Like, whew, it's a lot. So I don't want to feel fucking emotion like this all at once. Everything. I mean, I'm telling y'all, this feels like if you're doing some inner child healing and man, some of y'all getting fucking smoked with emotion. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Go big or go home. I don't know. Whew. I feel that too. Just going through this, it's like, I think the best advice I can think of would be, I was going to say go with the flow. Sorry. you're kind of being fucking forced into, oof. Oh my God. That's forceful. I can feel, yeah. Be patient with yourself and give yourself grace. Strengths on the bottom of the deck. You can do this. You can do this. You've got the inner strength, the resilience. You can get through this. You know, you can get through this. Just keep going. Have the courage to keep going. Don't stop. Don't ignore it, right? Sit with that shit. Don't ignore it. It's not going to go away. I promise you. Don't drink to make it go away. Don't self-medicate. Okay? Feel it. Sit with them. Recognize it. And if you're by yourself, then, you know, you can fucking bawl like, you know, the saps that watch the fucking Notebook all the time and still cry. So, do it. Cry. Nobody's gonna be fucking around. I mean, and reach out to people. You know, if you have somebody that, if you have someone you can trust or talk to, you know, whatever, that will just let you vent or will listen or that gives good advice, something, reach out to them. And hell, y'all, if you don't have any way to reach out to, my email is in the description box below. Fucking vent to me. I'll listen. I mean, we all need somebody, right? I'm not going to judge you. Trust me, I've been through some shit. I'm not going to, trust me, right? I haven't made the best decisions. And people haven't made the best decisions with me. That shit happens. Well, we all need someone, okay? So if you feel like you can't talk to somebody around you, you can talk to me. I mean, right? We're all humans here. We're supposed to be helping one another. So that's what we do. I'll listen. You don't have to do it alone. You know, if you need to vent, if it feels like it's too much, right? Sometimes when we get that much emotion, it can feel like it's too much. Almost suffocating. Like you can't breathe. You know those good fucking cries. You all know what I'm talking about. Well, the ones that actually dealt with their emotions. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones that are getting smoked with the dam of emotions. You will soon know what I'm talking about. You can make it through this, though. This is good. This is good. This is good. Get in nature, ground. Okay. Your heart, with your heart chakra opening, you could very much be going through, or getting ready to go through a spiritual awakening. Those are hell. Yeah. You think you're fucking crazy. But when I look back at me before mine, I don't even recognize that person. I don't. My mindset. Like my mindset wasn't like shitty before. It wasn't shitty before, but while I was being my authentic self, while I was showing up as me, right? I was getting shamed for that, right? I was too much. And I was allowing other people's opinions of me to affect my self-worth and determine who I was and how I would show up and feel like I wasn't good enough. And in fact, I've always been good enough because I determine my own self-worth. Nobody else does. And if someone thinks that I'm too much, then they know where the fucking door is. They can go find less because somebody is going to appreciate, you know, the abundance of love and generosity and caring and compassion and honesty and everything that I come with. Someone's going to appreciate that. But because I kind of got like stuck in a pattern and hadn't healed, it was like I partially healed things and I never completely healed them. So I had to completely heal them. And I recognized that, like, oh, okay, I healed this part, but I didn't heal this part. It was like, oh, I'm healed enough. So I, like, you know, abandoned my healing and went on. And that is not, so I had all these like fragmented parts that weren't healed because I abandoned ship because I thought I'd healed enough. It's like, you know, take this antibiotic for 10 days, 2 times a day, finish it completely. And by day 7, your symptoms are gone. So what happens? You stop taking the antibiotic. And then it comes back. And you're like, well, fuck. Now I gotta go back to the doctor and get more antibiotic. Well, you should have fucking completed your antibiotic. There's a reason they tell you to complete your antibiotic. There's a reason you're supposed to finish your healing. So eventually it caught up to me. And once I dealt with it all, I don't even, I can't even imagine going back now. Because now when somebody doesn't, I'm just like, I don't have an explosive reaction. It's more of a place of calm. Like when I hear something, when someone deflects things to me, you know, they answer a question with a question and it's a deflection to try to blame, you know, you for something. Before it was like, oh my God, they really fucking think like I'm not like that. Like what the, and it would hurt my feelings. And now I'm like, oh, well, okay, so we're not going to talk about this right now because it's like, I immediately now recognize, ooh, they need to do some healing. Like I mean, it's like so easy now for me to see it, but it's because I fucking did all my healing. I'm telling you, it's fucking amazing. Shit to go through, but it's amazing. So the light, that's the light at the end of the tunnel for sure. It's not all dark. Yeah, look at all. It's conflict, arguments, strife, tension, competition, struggle. That's fighting. That's ugly. Look at that. There's a bunch. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. What the fuck? And they're kids. I mean, they're just fucking waving their wands around. Lord help me. Everybody's, what are we doing? It's so, that's fucking, that's disorganization right there. I'm angry and I'm fucking lashing out at everybody. It's terrible. All right. Show me Aquarius's past, please, Spirit. Well, there's your past. A 10 of Pentacles in your past. Boo. If it's in your past, it can't show up now. What the hell happened, right? In your past, you had a family, you had success, you had happiness, fulfillment. You know, it's like in your past. Look at that. Come on. How cute are they? It's doing pretty damn good. All right. That's our past. What's our present look like, Spirit? I'm scared to find out. I ain't gonna lie. What's our present? What'd I say? What the fuck I say? I'm scared to find out. Y'all. Not a coincidence that it ends up placed right underneath the toxicity bound card. Nope. Hidden influences. Hidden influences. Spirit. Hidden influences for Aquarius. Both. Okay. Hidden influences. The Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. The Page of Swords. Man. Okay. Dude, the pick. What'd I say? It's fucking. There we go. Yeah. The top. It's a pause. Okay. This is how I see them. This is how they're laying out, okay? This is card 1, card 2. The hidden influences. Okay. I thought, why is this person, right? That is, okay, the Hangman purposely pauses. Okay? In the Rider-Waite deck, the Hangman is hanging upside down. And he's got a yellow halo around his head. Okay, back in the day, to receive messages from the divine, people would hang themselves upside down. because that's how they would receive their messages. There's a very long, drawn out story to that. Okay, that's a super, super Cliff Note version. Okay, it's a surrendering. It's an intentionally pausing, not doing anything, going within, waiting for spiritual guidance. Okay, hidden influences. So the Page of Swords. Well, they can be people. The Hanged Man also can be somebody that's trapped or stuck because they cannot figure out a way to get out of the situation they're in. Okay. With the Page of Swords facing away from the Hanged Man, he got that big ass sword. He could fucking cut the Hanged Man down, right? It's like there's a disconnect. But there's something about that. Yeah, you gotta learn to you have to learn to pause and think before you speak, before you do things. There's a need to learn how to look at things from other perspectives, not just yours. There's a need to listen to your intuition. And logic is great, right? But it's not everything, okay? We shouldn't do things just all cup led. God. That's a soap opera. And we can't do everything all sword led. Okay, there's a reason why there's 4 elements. Okay, we gotta like even that shit out. So there's this yeah, wow. It's like we're not pausing. Oh, dude, it's like a poke in my back. It's so weird. Like it was like okay. Is your buddy attacking me for telling you how to get away from him? Speaking of, I was watching Intuitive Kev the other night, and fucking amazing reader. Yeah, I'm a groupie. Okay, he's my favorite. Fucking love him. And he's doing a reading, and it keeps coming up that somebody's like constantly got an attachment to this. Like it was just, oh my god, it was terrible. And he's like, what they got the devil on speed dial? How'd they get that man's number? Dude, I lost it. Like, what the fuck? He is hilarious, amazing, love him, love him. He also has an Etsy store, etc. Okay, the link's in my description box too. Yeah, because I'm like a free plug for him. He don't even know. I don't care. I love him. I think everybody should watch him. He's amazing. But I'm wondering. Okay, that's crazy too, because the Page of Swords is facing the devil. Hidden influences. You're fighting the fucking devil. Yo. It's like this. Turn back on the Hanged Man, okay? The Page of Swords is looking at the fucking devil. The hidden influences. You're fighting the fucking devil. You've been getting your information from the fucking devil. Where you get that man's number? Inquiring minds want to know. I think you might be learning. I think you might be learning about the people around you. And why you're stuck. And why what's been going on. And I think you might be trying to see a new perspective on things. And learn some shit. I just heard, first and foremost, the truth. Okay. You got a big enough sword. Take that motherfucker down. Scared. Whew. Okay. Obstacles for Aquarius. Obstacles for Aquarius. Yeah. Yeah, God, look at you. 9 of Swords on the bottom. Oh, with the 10 of Wands. Baby boo. Your obstacle? Baby. This is your fucking obstacle. Yo! Dude! Do you have Taurus in your chart? Because this came out for Taurus too. That's the fucking God. That's God and the devil. God and the devil. Here's you at present. This is your fucking obstacle. Bro. Look, all I'm saying is, you better use that sword. Fucking devil away. Because you don't want that smoke. Trust me, you don't want that smoke. For real. Yes, I do make light of shitty situations because we have to. We have to. And you don't want the fucking smoke, bro. That shit's crazy. Okay, like I said, what does Aquarius do? Right? Aquarius, they have an amazing ability to think outside of the box, to go against the grain, to do the quirky thing, and to not give a shit what people think. Okay? So, when you don't do that, you end up in devil situations. And I feel like the obstacle is the Hierophant saying, don't, well, you might need to seek some spiritual guidance, okay, like you're doing now, okay, and think outside the box, right? Not everything can be solved by traditional societal norms, right? Not everything's going to be solved the same way, like, mom and pops did, and grandma and grandpa, and whatever, right? Okay, say you were raised a specific way, a specific religion, for instance, and this is the way we do it because this is the way we do it. Okay, you're a fucking adult. You're a fucking adult. Okay? You do shit the way you want to do shit. Okay? Mm-hmm. And if any, don't get me started, any of the Bible thumpers, yeah, I said it. Mm-hmm. If any of them are like, you're going to go to hell, or you're going to this, or you're going to that, bitch, so are you. So the fuck are you. Because the last fucking time I checked, bitch, you ain't God. You're not God? So why the fuck you judging me? Shut your mouth. Mary, shut your mouth. We don't want to hear about it. Shut your mouth. And I didn't mean like Mary Magdalene. I meant like, Mary, the old lady that runs her fucking mouth. That's what I meant. We'll call her Nancy. Yeah. Nancy, shut your fucking mouth. First of all, I know y'all have them. We all got one. We all got one. In the fucking family, right? Who's like the devout Christian or the fucking, God forbid, the fucking Catholic. Don't get me started. We all got one. Mm-hmm. Oh, they follow the Bible. Oh, they do everything right. No, you don't. I guarantee it. You know why? Because none of us are saints. None of us. None of us. And second of all, if you really did do everything right, then you wouldn't be sitting there all judgy McJudgerson. So, chalk one up for me. Did you want to try another way? I'm telling y'all, I've had to deal with, right? Tarot's the devil. Tarot's evil. This and that. I've heard, what? Anything's fucking evil. It's about the intention. It's about what you do. Don't get me started on the Catholic Church. But you still go, but it's not evil. Give me a fucking break. It's not the thing. It's the fucking people. It's what we do with it, right? I can't. The judginess drives me crazy. Can't we just... Oh, anyway, y'all, it pisses me off. It's okay to not do what you've always done because it's what you were taught. You got to do your own thing. You can't just like blindly believe what you were taught and go with it because that's how they raised you. So that's just what you're going to do. You're grown now. Okay? You're grown. Find you, right? This time that you've got hanging in the fucking air like, I don't know, a bat upside down. Find you. Who are you? What do you believe in? And while you're doing that, you know what? As a matter of fact, if you need to, write this down. The only opinion that matters is yours. You can replay that. It's your fucking life. At the end of everything, okay? Mama Sue and Aunt Nancy, they don't have to pay for your sins. They don't have to reap the fucking karma. Oh, they have to answer for their shit. The Judgy McJudgersons. Well, they think if they start, judging on earth, God's going to fucking hold them a spot on the court when they get up there? No, that's not how it fucking works. They'll be visiting your pal. Yeah. Don't fucking listen to people. Do what you want to do. Telling you. Heal your shit. Don't worry about everybody else. Get over this ego bullshit of image, and because the misery you're feeling right now, I promise you, you will stay in. I promise you. Because if this is where you're at, and this is your obstacle, the divine ain't playing. They are not playing. So you either learn, or you gonna stay with boo-boo. Okay, you gonna stay. Yeah. I mean, you showed up as Leo and the sun, so maybe you fucking like it hot. I'm just saying. Think for yourself. Don't allow the things that you've been taught or shown by other asshats growing up, right? Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? Don't let that be how you dictate your decisions in life, okay? If you know something is right, morally, for you, right? It's morally right, okay? I mean, if at 3 a.m., 3:33, you get a fucking phone call, is God. You're like, hey, boo, I saw what you did. You went against the grain. You were morally right. You made a morally good decision. You didn't go along with everything. You didn't give in temptation, right? You're not, what is it, like the 7 deadly sins, right? It's like gluttony and envy and, I don't know, like adultery and, all that shit. And the good thing about this too is if you do any of those things, remember, how we look on the outside, we're only fooling the fucking people that are here in the 3D, because energy does not lie. It does not lie. So if you're only showing this to people, but this is what's underneath, the divine sees. And that's why it comes out in tarot. You cannot hide. That's why I fucking love tarot. Because I can't lie to myself. I can't. Spirit will call me out every fucking time. Every fucking time. You cannot lie. Energy does not lie. And you can't hide that. No matter how much you try, you cannot hide that. So, you can fool everybody else, but you can't fool the divine. Ever. And I tell everybody, act as if. Act as if, literally, dude, is like following you around with just a checkboard your whole life. You be alone. He'll be in the corner just watching you. I'm still here, making sure you don't fuck up. Okay? You do the right thing, whether you are alone or around people. You always do the right thing. Okay? The right thing is not always the easy thing. Trust me. Okay? Because we've all done it. So the right thing's not always the easy thing. Okay? But it's never, that's the great thing, is it's never too late to start doing the right thing. It's never too late. Ever. It doesn't matter how far gone you think you are. You aren't. You aren't. That's what's so amazing about it. Because if you are truly want to forgive yourself, right? And have remorse maybe for things that you did that you weren't happy for, okay? It's about you in here, okay? And if you are authentic, the divine knows. You are forgiven. Okay? But fake ass apologies, the divine knows about those too. So don't waste your fucking energy. You either show up real or don't show the fuck up. It's that simple, right? I wish it were that simple, but some people don't really seem to understand that. They don't. Like, I have seen people lie about the dumbest things, and I'm like, you just wasted energy coming up with that. Like, the truth wasn't even that. Like, it wasn't even something crazy. And it's like, the truth is already here. You're not wasting any energy on it. You don't have to remember shit. You don't have to keep your story up. It's the truth. It's what happened. You just fucking say it. It's not that difficult. But there's conditioning, right? You had to tiptoe around shit when you were younger, and you couldn't tell this person, right? Because they were fucking judgy, and they had shit that they hadn't healed. So then they fucking clap back at you. I'm telling you, it's learned behavior. And if that's not you, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Not if Spirit's trying to get you to go through an awakening. You are worthy. We are not our mistakes. We are not our past choices. No, sir or ma'am. No, sir or ma'am, we are not. So open the fucking door and sweep them the fuck out. Let them go. You don't have to carry that shit with you through your whole life. You don't have to, I'm telling you. Look at things from a different perspective. You might be questioning. You might be questioning your beliefs about right now. You got some shit going on, right? You're probably, what, does God really exist? Mm-hmm. The fact that, well, the electricity, okay, because it didn't happen to my neighbors, just my house. Not a coincidence that the same thing happened a couple nights ago when I was doing another reading that was very similar to this for the collective. So what I'm saying is, you might be questioning if God exists. Well, nothing's a coincidence, boo. So if shit's happening and you're like, I just heard something's, no, I'm not getting it. It's like fuzzy. Maybe you're having a hard time remembering it, or maybe your brain's going too fast that you don't remember. But something might seem like, where have I heard this before? This is deja vu or something like that. It's like somebody, you might have had some friends or some family members, maybe, just try to talk to you out of concern or to express some feelings. And in you being in devil energy, you might have been very, probably defensive and negative about it, I would think. Standoffish. Because you couldn't see it, but they did. And I feel like if you think back and look at somebody saying something, right, and now something happening, you might be able to be like, holy shit, they weren't lying. No, and I just heard intuition's a thing. And yes, Spirit, I know. Intuition's a thing. It's fucking real. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, man. Some of y'all are fucking going through it. Some of y'all are like doubting things. Because it's different. It's different than what you grew up with. It's different than what you know. Pause. Before communicating. Pause. Just because something is different doesn't make it wrong. It doesn't make it wrong. Just because something is, right? Like, it's like, you didn't grow up that way, or you don't have that belief, or I don't fucking know. It's like somebody's a Michigan fan and you're an Ohio State fan, so you can't talk to them. Okay. Someone's a Red Sox fan and, that person is a Yankees fan. So they're wrong. You can't talk to them. I mean, I might not, but no, I'm kidding. Red Sox fan. It's like we're allowed to have our fucking differences. It doesn't mean that we have to be competitive or fight or argue or anything. Why? What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, so for instance, say you're raised Catholic and now you want to do tarot or something spiritually, okay? And people look, wow, that's, like my parent did to me, that's evil, that's the devil, and I'm like, the fuck? Like, I'm like, yeah, don't speak on that, and don't speak on that in my house. Don't you put that into existence. I'm gonna need you to check your energy at the door. No, 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 no. Don't you put that shit in my house, because what we say, right, can become reality. Don't fucking because I don't call that shit in here. Not never. He don't want no smoke. Trust. I'm telling you. He'd be like, he'd be calling. Man, I know I didn't talk to you for a while, but can you come get this? Can you come get this girl? She don't shut the up. She questioned everything I do. I mean, trust, he don't want me. Trust me. So I'm not worried about that. But it's like, I just feel like there's it's like you're looking for guidance and you don't know who to trust. Oh, yeah. Yo, fuck. Aquarius, what the fuck's going on? You guys are... What's the environment here? What's the environment? What's going on in Aquarius' environment? Yeah, you got something big going on. There's something big going on. What's your environment? Past nostalgia. Family. Your environment. You're thinking a lot about the past. Yeah. Dude, I cannot make that shit up. You're thinking a lot about the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. You all the fuck up in your head. All up in your head. What are you thinking about in the past? Something about the past. It could be growing up. It could be family. Growing up like when you were a child, and maybe going all the way back and reflecting on that. But you could be surrounded by family. Maybe it's fucking family beliefs, or maybe your environment is just nostalgia. Maybe you're just reflecting on things. You're all up in your head. You're all up in your head. What's the best course of action for Aquarius? I didn't expect it to take this long. I'm definitely going to be shortening it. I'll edit out some parts or maybe make it a two-parter. I don't know, because this is really long, but it's something heavy is going on. This is really heavy energy. And I'm telling you all these things because I'm getting the downloads and being guided to do so. So it's like, I don't want to leave you hanging, because then I'm not doing my job, my purpose, what I'm here for. Your best course of action. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Your best course of action. You don't get more well-rounded. Okay. The King of Pentacles is hella dependable, practical, right? And they're the earth element. Okay. So really, they can ground and do, and again, Taurus reading. You might want to watch that too. The God and the Devil showed up in that one again. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, okay, dependable husband, trustworthy spouse, okay, excellent dad, always present, okay, when they're around. They do what they're supposed to do. They're very trustworthy. They're very dependable. It's a very wholesome, responsible, if you want to keep this is how you do it. Be honest, trustworthy, dependable, present. I just heard monogamous. Aquarius. Get the fuck away from the devil. Okay, stop with the fuck shit. Um, for some of you, it's like you're out of place. You're like the black sheep of the family. Yeah, same. Yeah, we're usually the ones that have to go against the norm, go against the grain, piss some people off, ruffle some feathers, because they all want to be like each other. We are not meant to be the same, okay? Um, yeah, this is an Aquarius thing too. Like deep down, y'all are good. You don't you guys might have been making decisions for a very long time that deep down you were not proud of, and they didn't really sit with you. They sat next to the devil. They kind of went along with an image of who you thought you were supposed to be, or what you were supposed to be, or how you were supposed to look. But it wasn't true. It didn't fit you. It wasn't really who you were deep down, or like what you wanted to do, because it's like you didn't want to be judged, or you wanted to be seen a certain way. You're searching for approval. I'm guessing a parent, possibly siblings. Yeah, there's inner child healing. Interesting. Mm-hmm. It'd be great, right? If we had perfect parents, but are we perfect? No. So, our parents kind of, we don't get instruction manuals, so we just make the best decisions that we can make at that time. Okay? And hindsight's 2020. So, they're allowed to do shitty things too. It's like I get it, but does it matter? It'd be great to have their approval, and our parents are so proud of us for everything that we've done, and we never had to go through any struggles. That's not life. It's not life. That's a television show. So if you want to be an actor, there's, maybe go try that out. Like that's not how life works. It's just not. It's messy, you know. And if you don't address the mess, then you end up with this fucking, emotions. Anyway, Aquarius, what I tell you, other people's opinions of you are none of your fucking business. Anybody who has anything to say about, like, I don't fucking know, you can't watch tarot, it's toxic. Tell them to kick rocks, and now they're gonna go to hell with you for fucking judging you. Okay, like seriously, I cannot with fucking people. At the end of the day, the only person in the 3Ds, right, whose approval you need is yours. Yours. Because you have to live with yourself. You go to bed with yourself, and you hopefully, if the divine sees it fit, we wake up in the morning breathing still, and still yet with ourselves, regardless of who's around us. It's always us. It always comes back to us. Yes, we have people here to share in this adventure with us, but ultimately, the only thing that matters is if we are happy, if we accept the decisions we've made, right? It doesn't fucking matter what your mom and dad think. You're an adult. I mean, if you're not asking them to fucking, I don't know, pay for it, and if you're not doing anything illegal, you're not doing anything immoral, right? It just goes against their traditions. It goes against their beliefs. Oh, okay. Did you notice the keyword? There. They fucking chose those. Did they consult with you before they chose them? No. Then why the fuck did they expect you to do it? You're your own fucking person. I mean, if as I know in the U.S., if you are 18 and above, you are your own fucking person. They doesn't fucking matter what they say. I mean, to be honest, seriously, You have to be happy with you at the end of the day and know that you're doing what makes you happy, right? What you believe in. Again, we're not talking about like, fucking doing bad things. We're talking about making moral decisions. Okay? Our values do not have to match the people that raised us. Are we all supposed to be the same? I mean, I hope not, because I think there was a dude with a tiny little mustache who tried that and it didn't work out so well. Okay? Yeah, we're not supposed to. No. Right? We can think for ourselves. Okay? Like, I don't know. There's like shame. There's like shame and like hesitancy and like embarrassment and all that. Fucking who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Seriously. Y'all do what makes you happy. God bless America. This energy is very, I mean, I haven't felt this. The inner conflict is real. The inner conflict is real. Near future for Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius, the inner conflict. Oh, baby boo. Yes. That's what I'm talking. Oh, you're kind of, there you go. There you go. You're moving to, look at you. Look at you. You're moving to Colorado. What are you doing? Look at you. Babe, look, you and your family, you said, we're getting the fuck out of Dodge. Look at that. Yeah. We're going to go on our own fucking island because these people are nuts. Okay? They're fucking nuts. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Just us. There you go, baby. You see that? You see that fucking house in there? You see that fucking house in there? You going. You going. It's an emotional new beginning. Just for you. Right? Emotions. Enjoy them. They're not as bad as getting hit with all of them at once, I promise. Once you get past that part. But this is love. Love. Not lust. Love. You know who's not here? Not your furry friend. You know why? He doesn't like water. He doesn't like water. Yeah. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Do you, boo-boo. Don't feel shame. You got to get over that. You've got to not worry about image and what people think, what their opinions are, how something's going to look. If it's morally good, right? What the fuck does it matter? It doesn't. Anybody that has anything to say about anything that you're doing that's like actually good, like it's good, right? It doesn't go against like the divine's like 7 deadly sins, right? It doesn't go against anything bad, right? You're doing good shit. Who gives a shit what it looks like? Anybody that has a problem with that, babe, there's something wrong with them. Because now they're projecting, right? Because they could never do that. They couldn't be that strong. They couldn't grab life by the balls and make decisions for themselves because they were too afraid of what their mom would say. But now you're doing it. That kind of that hits their ego a little bit. So they got to be judgy. Because people judge what they don't understand. But I have found that the smart people, the good people, my kind of people, they don't judge what they don't understand. They just ask questions. They don't have to agree with it. But if they don't understand, they're curious. Tell me about that. I don't even know anything about that. What's that? Right? They're curious because they care about you. They don't have to like it to support you and to listen to you gush about the things that you love. really like, it's that simple. It really is that simple. So if somebody's judging your shit, or you're afraid to do something because somebody's going to judge it, maybe look at those people and your relationship with them. And, you know, I think you are, because you're going to your little own island. You're going, bitches. Like, seriously. Yeah. This is the near future. You're going to get there. This is so nice. This is a good feeling. This is a good, oh, I feel lighter. Than that energy's. Yeah. And like I said, the devil ain't going with you. You don't like water. And that's the cup soup, baby. All water. You living in a giant ass glass. That's your own ocean with your house. And nobody's visiting. You're like, no, fuck the in-laws. Okay? No. They can't get in. There's no way. I'm leaving everybody behind. Oh my God. You're like, oh, I just want to live on my little oasis for a while, right? Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody. Yeah. Oh shit. Somebody was. You might have been in a relationship with somebody who was in it for themselves. In it for themselves. Unfortunately. That's hard. That's hard. I went through something similar, and it wrecked my fucking world. Literally. I felt like the world fucking came off its axis. It wrecked my world. And I didn't have any choice but to hold it the fuck together. Because I had our kid to take care of. So, you know, and he had his own challenges. So I had to pull up my bootstraps, and I had to do it, right? Keep going. That's what we do. So yeah, but that was, I felt like that long ass sword, I felt like somebody took like an arsenal of them, jabbed them into my heart at once, unsuspecting, like from behind. It was terrible. So yeah, I get it. I do. It's not easy, but you can do it. I believe in you. And this has been really fucking long, so I'm gonna have to break this up because, whew. Anyway, I hope this helped. And if it did, please hit the like button. It's free, and it helps the channel. And I'd super duper appreciate it. I really would. I really would. All right, y'all. Until next time, give the day a good you. Okay? Bye, guys.